So the last RC I got from Walmart was a major hit. You guys loved it. It was fast, durable, gripped well, had a gyro, and you can get parts for it anywhere. So I decided, let's try another RC from the brand Auoshi and see how it is. So I ordered one up, and here it is. So this RC is four-wheel drive. It has a nice lighting system on the front bumper and underneath on the chassis. Then we have shocks, high precision bearings, multiple players, not sure what that means. High-speed brushless motor, and this thing is ready to run with 3S batteries. Yes. Now there's not much else on this box, just some nice box art. As you can see here, that is great art. I really like the box art on here. Got the purples and blues, so let's get it unboxed and check it out. All right, let's get this thing out of here and see what it looks like. I am getting deja vu with this one. Now, I think I've reviewed this chassis before, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same RC. But here we have our instruction manual. We have a parts list and diagrams for the RC in case you need to work on it. And here we have a warranty card that you activate through this QR code. So it says, enjoy 12 months of warranty service and exclusive customer service. So that is really nice. Here is our transmitter. I am very familiar with this transmitter. Not the best looking wheel, but other than that, it is not too bad. As you can see, we have steering trims, steering dual rates, throttle dual rates, chassis lights and headlights, and the power button. This transmitter is not too bad. I don't have too many problems with it, but overall it could look better, that's for sure. And there is our truck. Yep, this is very familiar to me. I have done this chassis in the past. It was not too bad. Let's see if it has oil shocks. Yep. Nice. It does have oil shocks. So the body has awesome graphics on it. Grays, blacks, and blues. You can see it says Windstorm right there. Has a nice spoiler. And I believe it comes with a wheelie bar if I get that attached. Yep. So looking pretty good. We have gloss black wheels with like a matte finish on the lip. Really nice, I do gotta say. Let's see what else we got in the box. So this RC is ready to run. It includes two 2000 milliamp hour 3S batteries, so these will give you plenty of runtime. 3S USB charging cable, a wheelie bar that I do recommend installing, some spare wheel nuts, spare body clips. These are really nice to always have. And then finally, they give you a Phillips screwdriver and a wheel nut wrench. I do recommend tightening up these wheels when you run the car. This is a high-speed RC, so you gotta make sure your nuts are tight. Let's get the body off and check out the chassis. We can see here that has a 45 amp 2-in-1 ESC, 2847 4000 kV brushless motor. Underneath the ESC, you have our 2.2 kilogram servo. It is adequate for this RC. I remember I had to dial down the steering rate just a little bit because it was twitchy. The shocks on this thing are pretty good. Nice thick shafts. Then you got metal CVDs front and rear. The whole drivetrain is all metal, so that is good. It's nice and smooth. The suspension is dual wishbone. You have a solid steering link for bashing, so that's good. The battery tray is not too bad, but this does come with 3S batteries already, so you don't have to worry about fitting some other aftermarket batteries. So flipping over the chassis, as you can see, unlike most budget RCs, this thing's really nice. It does have Philips hardware, and there's your LED lighting. Overall, I am a fan of the way this thing looks. Now the tires on this thing are pretty grippy. There's no foam in them or nothing like that. And I do remember them sliding around a lot. And nowadays, I do like my RCs to slide because I like to drift and do donuts and stuff like that. So the tires are not too bad. All right, let's turn this thing on so you guys can check out the lighting. Turn the lights off. Oh yeah. So right now I'm going to cycle through the headlights. As you guys can see, it comes in multiple colors. Then we're going to do the chassis lights. These are super sick. I like this little pulse effect. We'll put on purple and the headlights. We'll do this turquoise. So yeah, super nice lighting system. It does look awesome at nighttime when you're driving around, that's for sure. am wondering if this thing's more powerful than the last one I did, so let's check it out. Make sure I hold it tight. Yeah. That thing screams. All right, let's see what this little Walmart RC does. Man, I forgot how wild this thing is. Definitely a handful. Wow. All right, let's see what we got for speed. Stop read, 40 miles an hour, not too bad. I gotta say, the tires on this thing do slide. They slide a lot, actually. Oh man, this thing's a handful. Woo! Last time I tested this RC, it was in the middle of winter, so I didn't get the full experience of it. Well, this platform, I should say, not this particular RC. It was like 15 degrees, so I didn't get a chance to really, you know, open it up. Wow, I had it fully pinned there. Man, I forgot how much of an animal this thing is. Thing screams, dude. Wow, powerful. Woo! This is one of those RCs. Woo! I would benefit from having a gyro. Oh man, it really gets up and goes. Nice. Nice. Wow. Oh, almost landed it. This thing's probably one of the better small scale jumpers I've come across. I mean, that's almost flawless. This thing's a good jumper. Nice. The tires don't like the wet grass though. Oh, wow. All right. That is impressive. All Alright, so my final thoughts on the Windstorm. It's wicked fast. 40 miles an hour is plenty for most people. Jumps really well for a small scale, that's for sure. This thing soars. The lighting system is awesome, especially at nighttime. And you get two 3S batteries. So overall, this thing is a pretty good deal. As for cons, it's definitely a little rough around the edges driving-wise. It definitely takes some time to get used to. Also, the differentials, they seem to be a little weird sometimes. They make the car spin out very easily. Could be because of the tires as well. But that's another thing. The tires, I wish they were just a little bit more grippier. Then overall, they'll be pretty good. But I think they're at the border of in terms of handling the performance this RC gives. So they definitely do slide around a lot. And sometimes this thing just spins out very easily, especially in loose terrain. Overall, this is a pretty solid basher. Probably makes for a really good street basher, a parking lot basher, because this thing, I had the most fun with it in the parking lot, just whipping around and going top speed. It's definitely a solid RC, that's for sure.